Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I'm going through the top 100 country songs of all time compiled in 2014 by Rolling Stone magazine to see if I can dig country. It's one of those genres I never really got into. In the 80s it was, well, I think I started off with more pop stuff. I remember the first cassette I had was Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling. Of course I got into Michael Jackson, Madonna, and then got more into the rock stuff, ZZ Top, AC/DC, Motley Crue. Going into the 90s, I was into hip-hop for about 4 years, hip-hop and dance. After that, I would say then my musical taste kind of expanded to almost every genre, well, except for country. And that's why I'm doing this, to see if I can shed some of my misconceptions of what country music is, what it celebrates, what it's all about, and see if I can maybe really connect to it or hear country music the way that country fans hear it. Anyways, the last one I heard, I was a little disappointed. It was Ronnie Milsap. The reason I say disappointed is because I thought there was two eras of country music that I would probably enjoy the most. The 40s and 50s and the late 70s to early 80s, because I do remember when I was a kid, my parents used to listen to country. And I do remember like Delta Eldon and that kind of stuff, and I can't remember that other song they used to play during football games, but there was a certain style and a certain period that I thought that I would definitely enjoy. And well, the next one coming up is from 1980. It's Bellamy Brothers' Old Hippie. I don't know if that's maybe a throwback, if it's maybe has a 60s style in it, or maybe it is just indicative of the 80s being. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this one does for me. Anyway, this is Bellamy Brothers with Old Hippie. So enough slow.
He turned 35 last Sunday, and his hair he found some gray. But he still ain't changed his lifestyle. He likes it better the old way. So he grows a little garden in the backyard by the fence. He's consuming what he's growing nowadays in self-defense. He gets out there in the twilight zone sometimes when it
I think I've heard this script before.
He gets off on country music.
There's the swing.
Cause disco left him cold. And he's got young friends in a new wave, but he's just too friggin' old. And he dreams at night of Woodstock and the day John Lennon died. How the music made him happy and the silence made him cry. Yeah, he thinks of John sometimes, and he has to wonder why. Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. He was sure back in the 60s that everyone was hip. Then they sent him off to Vietnam on his senior trip. And they forced him to become a man while he was still a boy. And behind each wave of tragedy he waited for the joy. Now this world may change around him, but he just can't change no more. Cause he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. Well, he stays away a lot now from the parties and the clubs. And And he's thinking while he's jogging around, sure is glad he quit the hard drugs. 'Cause him and his kind get more endangered every day, and pretty soon the species will just up and fade away, like the smoke from that torpedo, just up and fade away.
Harmonica creeping in? Yep.
Yeah, he's an old hippie and he don't know what to do. Should he hang on to the old? Should he grab on to the new? He's an old hippie, this new life is just a bust. He ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust. Yeah, he ain't trying to change nobody, he's just trying real hard to adjust.
Yeah, that was good. I like their harmonica. Yeah, it took me a couple of verses to realize that I have heard this group before. My parents had a Christmas cassette of Bellamy Brothers, I believe, because I'm pretty sure the vocals is what I've heard before. That was a good storytelling song, I thought. That, talking about the hippie trying to adjust to modern society kind of thing. I like the lyric about about the hard drugs. Yeah, I think if I heard it more and just really got into the story of it, I think that's something. Yeah, it was kind of interesting. I like good storytelling songs, so that definitely hit that. So yeah. All right, so yeah, for that era, for the 80s, because I did suspect that I would like more groups from that time period, and that one definitely is met my expectations. All right, the next one is one that I do remember I have heard before, but it's probably been at least 30 years since I heard. So that's Dwight Yoakam with Guitar and Cadillacs. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.